Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Katie and I am an energetics and mindset coach. And tonight I'm going to be doing human design and tarot readings for you all. So first of all, if you don't know what human design is the study of your energy body. It's the science of your energy body. It shows you exactly how you are energetically designed to operate with the world around you, to promote ease and flows in your life, so that if you have ever felt like you are pushing shit uphill, then human design is for you, because it absolutely shows you how you are designed to exchange energy with the world around you in a way that promotes ease and flow. So there's so many tools. The best thing about human design is that it not only gives you a theoretical understanding of your energetic body, but it actually gives you a fucking toolkit that you can walk away with and embrace. Hi Sarah, welcome. Hi Carrie Rocks. Hi everyone, I'm so glad that you're here. Yes, so bit of housekeeping. First of all, the way I run these Monday night lives is I do a reading for each of the 5 energy types for the week ahead first. So if you don't know what your human design energy type is, it is the entry point to your human design chart. So just like in astrology, where your star sign is the entry point to your astrological chart, in human design, your energy type is the entry point. So you need to understand your energy type if you're going to dive into human design. And I really highly suggest that you do, especially if you're into manifesting. If you've ever wondered, like, what is all this, like, the power of positive thinking? How does my energy radiate? What does my energetic body actually fucking do? How does it attract all the things that I want in my life? How does this whole manifesting situation work? Well, human design is like the key that unlocks that box for you. But you have to start with your energy type. So if you don't know what your energy type is, then there's a link in bio on Instagram, or in Facebook and YouTube, there is a link in the caption. So chuck your details in. You have to have your birth time. Why? Because human design is a synthesis of astrology, the I Ching, the Kabbalah, the chakra system, and quantum physics. And the way it works is that when you are born, at your time of birth, the planets activate different parts of your chart. So your time of birth matters in the same way that it does in astrology. So you need to know your time of birth. If you don't know your time of birth, I can probably help you out. So if you don't know your time of birth and you want to submit the form, just let me know that you don't know your time of birth, and I'll send you an email with some ideas about how I can help you with that. Yes, so there are 5 energy types in human design, and the whole idea is that together we work in this beautiful, cohesive, mutually supportive environment to uplift and support each other, to help each other live our best lives, to promote ease and flow, to attract all the abundance into all of our lives. Human design is very much a matter of letting people live their fucking lives the way they want to, living their lives in a way that feels authentic to them, and letting go of conditioning. It's time to shake off all the bullshit conditioning that we've also desperately trying to shed, right? Get rid of that crap, live the life the way you want to, with ease and flow, and invite all that flow into your life. So, yes. And what else have I got? Hey, tonight, it's a full moon. I've got a full... I do get excited about the full moon, and that's why every month I run a full moon ceremony via Zoom, and I'm running it straight after my live tonight. So at 7:45 Australian Western Standard Time, I'm going live. I'll be doing, we'll be dancing. We'll be doing some dancing. We'll be doing some meditation. We'll be doing some journaling. I also talk more about human design. I do some personal tarot readings, but you have to get the private link. It is a private, it's capped at a small number, just to keep it nice and intimate for us, so that we can actually connect. It's for women only, and there is a link in bio if you're on Instagram tonight, straight after my live. I'll see you there. Register on there, and on Facebook and YouTube there's a link in the captions. What else can I tell you? I have a sale. Well, I've wanted to do a promo for the for the full moon. So tonight, Scorpio full moon. If you want a tarot reading in the next 24 hours, I've got a promo code for you. The link is in the captions. And if you want to buy through Instagram, you can go through the link in my bio. Just add the code Scorpio Moon. at checkout, and you'll get 20% off. Yes, hi B, welcome. All right, team. So how these readings work, how Monday nights work, is I do a reading for each of the 5 energy types, and then after that I do personal readings. So if you know your human design energy type already, amazing. If you don't, fill out the form that I mentioned earlier, and I'm going to dive into it. So tonight I'm going to start with reflectors, because the reason I wanted to start with reflectors is because it's a fucking full moon, right? And reflectors are lunar beings. They are the only energy type out of human design that are lunar beings. So they are, reflectors are designed to reflect back to the collective how we are operating. Hi, Carrie. And yes, so reflectors, 1% of the population, such a small number of the population are reflectors, and they are designed to go out. They have no defined energy centers, which you will learn more about if you do a reading with me, which you can do via link in bio or in the caption, or tonight at the full moon ceremony, you'll find out more. But yes, so reflectors, they go out into the collective and they reflect back to us how the fuck we're doing. And look, at the moment, there's some heavy energy in the world, right? Like there's some heavy stuff back, and it's really important that the reflectors are nurturing themselves. They're taking time to retreat so that they actually have the energy to show the rest of us that, like, hang on a minute, perhaps there's some areas where we could do better, right? So reflectors, that's you. And yes, so without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get into the first reading for the night. So this is Reflectors Energy Report for the week ahead, under this incredible Scorpio full moon. Scorpio full moon activates gate 14 in your human design chart. So if you know where your gate 14 is, it's out of your sacral center. If you're a generator or a man-gen, that's especially important for you. Your sacral center is vital to your energetic blueprint. Yes. All right. So anyway, let me concentrate. Okay, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups for reflectors. I'm laughing because cups, reflectors. Okay, so cups, the water energy is in the cups, right? Cups are talking about always in reference to our emotions, our heart, our intuition, and flowing with life. But more specifically, like our inner realms, right? The deep waters of our inner realms. So the 7 of Cups is kind of a time where you're like, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's like so many potentials, and you kind of want someone to just like knock on the door and be like, hey, here, I've got the solution on a silver platter. The problem with the 7 of Cups is that's not going to happen. Actually, what needs to happen is you need to reflect on the past, what has happened, integrate and integrate all your past learnings. So 7 of Cups is very much matters of the heart. What that means to you is you are going to know. However, the 7 of Cups is definitely a time where you can reflect on all the past experiences in the matters of the heart. It's time to integrate. It's time to, can you sit with it for a while before you move forward, before you jump in, like before you just go balls deep and throw yourself in the deep end. No one is going to make the decision for you. You need to reflect. You need to take time to integrate and just know that, yes, there are many potentials. There are many potentials, but you can trust yourself. You can trust yourself. Just take some time. Take some time to reflect. Yeah. Can you sit with it? Okay. So reflector energy for the week ahead. So funny. Like every time I pull a card, I don't know why I'm surprised, but they're always, always so relevant. Hey. All right, so next up, I'm going to do Jennies. So generators, we found out Andrea, you're a generator. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. I've seen you so often. I'm so glad that you know you're a generator now. I am also a generator. Tracy Thompson, you're a generator. B, you're a Jenny. Yes, so generators, we are the most, look, for lack of a better word, we are the most common of the energy types, but I think that's fucking awesome. So 37% of the population are generators, and we house the life force of the collective. If it wasn't for the generators, the rest of the collective wouldn't have the energy to get what they needed to get done, right? So Generators came about, so if you think about wildlife and plants and trees and stuff like that, they exist just for the pure to support life on Earth, right? They are here as instinctive beings to just flow with life. Generators house that essence of humanity, which is, yes, I can survive. Yes, I can be instinctual, but do you know what? I want to fucking roll around in the dirt and experience some goodnesses, like all that it means to be a human as well. So generators have a very expansive energy type, not the most. Manifestors have the most expansive energy type, but generators' energy is very sparkly. It's very magnetic. We draw people in. But there is a caveat to that. You have to be doing what you love. You have to be following your bliss, and you have to be in tune with your sacral response. So what does that mean? Your sacral response is your gut response. Are you in touch with your gut response? So many of you, yes, we do. So many of you have done either my masterclass or what else? Yes, I think so many of you have generators and man-gens especially have done the masterclass. So you will have learned all about your sacral response and hopefully done the meditation that I have made for you, and hopefully be well on your way to understanding your sacral response, because it is a game changer and it is literally the secret to unlocking your manifesting powers. It's the secret to becoming the center of synchronicities and blessings. Is what makes you. Oh, I just had a card fly out. This is for generators. Oh shit. Okay, so for generators, death. Well, interesting. Yes, Carrie, I love man-gens. Well, look, I love all the energy types, but man-gens, love them. This death card for generators for the week ahead. Okay, so let's talk about death. Well, it's not the lightest, easiest, breeziest energy for the week ahead. It is very much, fits with the full moon, right? Let's let that shit go. What no longer serves you? Are you ready to get rid of it? It is death and transformation. Sometimes death comes up when our loved ones, our passed over loved ones, are trying to connect with us. So if that's relevant to you, I suggest taking some time, if you are willing, to perhaps get in touch with them and have a moment to connect and enjoy that, the loving connection that you have with your passed over loved ones. But if that's not relevant to you, death often represents the end of a cycle. It is the start of a new cycle, but can you honor the end of the cycle that you are in now? Can you take this ending? Can you take this ending of the cycle, and actually use it to nourish the start of the next one? Can you lay it down as fertilizer for the start of your next cycle? Are you willing to do that? Now, how do you do that? You really have to understand what it is that you have been through. You have to have a kind of broader perspective, an ability to reflect on where you are in your life's journey at the moment. What have you been through? What are you ready to fucking let go of? What do you need to let go of so that you can open up space for new, more aligned, more authentic versions of you to come forth, to step into your most empowered version? So, death for the Jennies moving ahead for the week ahead. I really think tonight, under the energy of the Scorpio full moon, especially, potent. Yes, under the energy of the moon tonight, I think it's time to, first of all, get on board my full moon gathering tonight, because we're going to do a meditation and some journaling that's going to help you work with this energy. Second of all, you really need to nail down, like, what is it that is coming to an end, and how can you honor it? How can you, don't waste this opportunity. Don't waste this ending. Don't waste it. There is always nourishment that comes from the end of a cycle, but you have to be willing to acknowledge it. You have to be willing to throw that fertilizer down so that you can fucking bring forth the next cycle. All right. So death. Do you know what? I have been told before I'm a sucker for punishment, but I love the idea of the start of a new beginning. Yes, exactly, B. All right. Okay, so reflectors, you got 7 of Cups generated. So 7 of Cups, we were talking about reflecting on past experiences and using that wisdom to help you navigate the multitude of potential options that you're sitting in at the moment. No one's going to solve it for you. You need to sit with it. You need to reflect. Generators, death, new beginnings, end of a cycle. It's good. Yes, Sassy Sarah, of course you can. I'm going to write your name down, and I'm just going to do projectors, manifesting generators, and then manifestors, and then we're going to get on to personal readings. So hang around. Yes, Brooke Hamilton on Facebook. You can be second. Everyone, if it feels like I'm not seeing you, just keep posting in the comments because there are a lot of comments. Yes, of course, Brooke. Brooke on Instagram as well. All right, I've got Sarah on Insta, Brooke on Facebook, and then Brooke on Instagram. All right, so we're going to be doing, yes, Carrie, of course. Yes. All right, Carrie, Insta, and Bountiful and Beautiful on Insta. Okay, I've got a list of 6 people at the moment. So I'll do my projector. Do you know what? Maybe I'll do my projector read and then I'll do Sarah's card on Instagram. And then we'll go back into the energy types. Why not? Let's just roll with it. Oh, yeah, Andrea, of course. Andrea on Facebook. Okay, so projectors. Lots of you have done my projector masterclass as well, or the or watched the replay of the masterclass, which is valuable AF anyway, because look, as I said earlier, if you don't, when you're starting to dabble with human design, which look, if you are interested in actually becoming a conscious creator of your life, like if you're really interested in stepping into a life that you actually have control over, that feels fucking flowy and delicious, then you need to get into your human design. And I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass. You need to know something. It takes practice. It actually takes practice. You actually have to do the work. Here's the thing. Starting with your energy type is the easiest place to start. And your energy type gives you so many tools to help you step into your power as a creator of your own life. It helps you step into alignment. So yes, if you want to learn more about it, you can book readings with me through link in bio on Insta or comments in Facebook and YouTube. But yes, I also, oh, wait a minute. What am I talking about? Projectors. Yes, projectors. We're doing a reading for projectors. Projectors are, I'm trying to think what percentage of the population. Yeah, like 20% of the population. I feel like I've had a brain fart there. Yeah, they are. Like 20% of the population are projectors. And projectors are here to correct us, to show us a better way, to refine what we're doing as a collective, to make us stay on course, to know that we are where we can do things more efficiently. That is the job of the projector. They're known as the birds of the energy types. Yes, and sometimes projectors grow up with a lot of heavy conditioning around being bossy because they see shit a lot more clearly than other people. And the trick to being a projector is really understanding that you need to wait to be invited for your opinion, which I know is really tricky in this modern society where we're all trying to hustle and grind, right? Yeah. Well, human design teaches you that the hustle and grind we can get rid of that. It's old school. We don't need to be there anymore. All right. So 5 of Cups for the projectors. I think the projectors actually got, maybe it was reflectors last week. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups for projectors. Okay, so 5 of Cups is an energy that has a lot to do with, first of all, the veil has been taken off. The rose-colored glasses have been taken off. There is a little bit of regret. There's a little bit of regret. Why? Because there has been some deceit. So as you move forward, what is the medicine in the 5 of Cups? The medicine is that you can only move forward. You can only develop as much as, like the only way really to move forward in matters of the heart. So the cups are to do with your inner realms, the matters of your heart, your intuition, your emotions. The only way you can really integrate anything is if you have seen it for all that it is, right? You cannot You cannot integrate anything. You cannot move forward until you see the full situation, like rose-colored glasses off, the veil is off. Shit's hit the fan in this card, to be perfectly honest. Shit has hit the fan, but it had to happen. It had to happen. So energy for the week ahead for projectors. This is a time to really bed down on, like, where have you been possibly burying your head in the sand? And is it time to take rose-colored glasses off? And do you know what? When you gather the courage to do that, sometimes that can be easier said than done. But when you gather the courage to do that, on the other side of it is like, okay, here are all the cards on the table. Now I know exactly where I stand, and now I can actually move forward with clarity. So yes, yeah. Bit of putting our big kid pants on, putting your big kid pants on, I would say, for the projectors. Like, yeah, it's not the easiest energy, but we all need it sometimes, hey? All right. So man-gens. So manifesting generators are the only energy type out of the 5 of them that are oh, Julie, you're a projector. Amazing. So 5 of Cups was for you. Beautiful. Yes, Sarah Gleason, of course. That's okay. Yeah. Sarah, I'll put you, I've got a list of about 8 people, but I will get to you for sure. So man-gens are the only one of the 5 energy types that are a combination of of 2 of the energy types, right? So you're a synthesis of manifestors and generators. And manifestors are the trailblazers, right? And generators are the life force. So man-gens have this incredible, sparkly, fast-paced energy. What's super interesting about man-gens is one of your biggest gifts to the collective is to show us that success is not supposed to be linear. Well, how does that show up in your everyday life? Probably you will find that you bounce from thing to thing. You have so many things that you're interested in, and sometimes you find it really hard to, like, complete things, right? My message to you, man-gens, is that is exactly how you were designed to operate, and you need to embrace it. You need to follow your bliss. You need to be super in touch with your sacral response, because your sacral response is actually guiding you to the things that you should be investing your time and energy in. And when you trust that the universe is, like, guiding and supporting you, yes. Yeah. And when you trust, there's a lot of trust and faith but you've got to experiment with it, right? You've got to experiment with following your bliss, setting very strong boundaries. Manifesting generators need to have very firm boundaries. Yes, that's my words of wisdom for today for man-gens. All right, so let's do a reading for man-gens for the week ahead. Okay, so after man-gens, I'm going to be doing a reading for manifestors, and then I'm going to dive into the personal readings. Super excited. Oh, okay, so full moon ceremony tonight, because Scorpio full moon, and it's a good one. Lunar eclipse as well. And not many people know, but the moon and the sun, the transit of the moon and the sun actually impacts your human design chart in the same way that it impacts your, well, in a similar way to how it impacts your astrology chart. So tonight, gate 14 is activated by the moon. Gate 14 is a really fucking good one, especially if you're a gen or a man-gen, but for all of us hold all the gates. We all experience all of the energies in our charts, but gate 14 is in your sacral center. And if you're a generator and a manifesting generator and you've been experimenting with your design, you will know how important that is to you. I'm going to tell you more about that soon. All right, so man-gens, this is for you. Ooh, I wonder what you're going to get for the week ahead. Exciting. Whoa. Okay. The moon on the full moon. Crikey. If you're a manifesting generator, you better get on board the full moon ceremony tonight. That's all I can say. Okay. So the moon. The moon. The moon is the card of the moon in the tarot is a murky sort of holding room. It's a space where you cannot quite see the other side. If you can imagine yourself in You've gone diving. You've gone diving into your inner realms. You've gone into your deepest emotions. You have dived into your unconscious mind. And the visibility is not great. You can't see the hand in front of your face. You just can't. And what that means is you can't gain a lot of clarity on how to move forward. So the moon often comes up when it's a time where you might be feeling like you are hitting a brick wall, which is super interesting because, like I said at the start of the live tonight, human design helps you step into your place of flow. It kind of helps you move through these places, like the times in life, like the moon energy that comes up, with a little bit more ease, a little bit more grace, a little bit more swagger in your step, because you know, like, oh, I know my human design energy type. I know how I'm energetically designed to navigate this time, right? So, man-gens, how are you energetically designed to navigate this? First of all, tap into your sacral response. You have to be very connected to your sacral response. Second of all, my advice to all man-gens tonight, and always really, but tonight specifically, especially under the Scorpio full moon, it could not be more relevant. It could not be more potent for you to do this tonight. Write a list of all the shit that you've got going on in your life at the moment and figure out what you can cull. What can you get rid of? Because when you get rid of the shit that is not lighting you up, that is not giving you a positive sacral response, you are going to find that you open up, you clear your energetic field, you clear your aura. And why is that important? Because everything that you want is sitting in an energetic field around you. It's waiting to drop in. And if you're clogging it with shit that you don't want, then it's blocking it. You're blocking yourself from receiving. So the best way, I would say, for man-gens to navigate this energy of the moon, which is very much a holding, it's like when you're sitting at the doctor's surgery and you're waiting for your name to be called and it just doesn't fucking get called. You know, your appointment time has come and gone and you're like, what the actual, like, they've forgotten about me. This is what the moon energy feels like. And there's two things. First of all, we need to have these times in our lives. Why? Because it's a time for reflection. It's a time for introspection. And you can only evolve if you're willing to dive into your inner realms, if you're willing to witness that shit that we all have to witness, right? It's there for us to learn from. And then, so are you willing to sit in it? Are you willing to do the journaling? Are you willing to reach out for help, get the coaching, get the guidance, the spiritual guidance, whatever you need? Sit in it, learn from it, and then apply your knowledge, listen to your sacral response, and move forward with ease and grace, because man-gens, you've got it. Love it. Man-gens, all the man-gens I know have got the most incredible ability to see the light at the end of the tunnel, you know, like eyes on the prize, just super sparkly. Love man-gens, love them. All right, so the moon. If you're not signed up for this full moon ceremony, I'm going, it's private. You have to have a link. 7:45 tonight. So straight after this live, we meet on Zoom. I'm going to do more tarot. We're going to do some dancing. We're going to do some meditation, and it's going to be a fucking good time. So get on board. All right. So one more energy type to do. We've just got a card pull for manifestors, and then I'm going to start doing the personal readings. I'm going to start with Sarah on Facebook, and then Brooke. Wait, no, I'm starting with Sarah on Instagram, and then Brooke on Facebook. And then Brooke on Instagram. So those are the first three. Keep messaging me in the chat and I will definitely get to you. We've got time. We've still got half an hour. So, but anyway, let's talk about manifestors. So manifestors are the trailblazers of the energy types. Manifestors are here to forge. You guys are here. Manifestors embody the idea that the energy of thinking so far out the fucking box, so far outside of the square, that people look at you sideways and like, you're a lunatic. That's manifestor energy. And do you know what? Yes. Yes, amazing. Oh, shit. Yes, Brooke, you're third on the personal reading list, so it won't be long. Yes, so manifestors, I don't know if humanity would have evolved as far as it has without manifestors, because you are the ones that come up with the weird and wonderful ideas. If you're a manifestor and you're not in touch with your creative desires, I highly recommend that you spend some time indulging in your creative desires. What do you see so differently than anyone else? Thing about being a manifestor is not everyone's going to want to get on your train, right? So you need to be bold. You need to have such a high level. Well, we all do, right? But especially for manifestors, because your energy can be polarizing. Self-worth, self-love, that's where you need to be spending your time, investing your time on. So manifestors, let's do a reading for the week ahead and then dive into the personal readings. I've got my moon water here tonight in my Mother Maiden Crone goblet. Yes, I know, it's awesome. Why have I got my moon water? Because I made my moon water last full moon and I haven't finished it yet. I made like 10 litres of it, and I've been using it every morning when I do my morning meditation and tarot, but I've only been drinking one glass and haven't got through it. So tonight I'm sculling my moon water to get through. I'm sculling my moon water to get through it so I can start my next batch under the Scorpio full moon. So yes, brilliant time for magic. If you are ready to let go of some shit, tonight is the night. All right. So, oh yes, beautiful. Do you know, oh God, every night, I don't know why I'm surprised, but every night I think, what the fuck? Like, the cards just don't lie, hey? You can't make this shit up. Okay, 8 of Wands, fire, manifestors. You are a fire element energy type. The 8 of Wands is like smooth sailings after a fucking rough patch, to be honest. Well, is it a rough patch? It's more like you've put in some really solid effort. You've navigated a lot. You've done some hard yards. You have gone through some pretty full-on challenges. You've battled the beast and you're on your way home now with the prize. And it's like that kind of, that moment where you're like, okay, we got this. We're on the home stretch. And you feel the breeze in your hair, and you feel it's almost like you've stepped into flow. You're not quite there yet. It's like you're on the precipice of flow. Manifestors, that's your energy for the week ahead. And I am so chuffed for you, because what it means is, first of all, tonight under this full moon, I really suggest that you, again, with all the energy types, take a stock take of all the shit that you can get rid of, because let's throw that unnecessary baggage overboard. We don't need that holding the ship back, right? We want to move forward with freely. So get rid of the baggage. Get very fucking clear on what is important to your inner. The Scorpio full moon is activating gate number 14 on your human design chart. That is about passion to purpose. It is about bringing forth what you actually want to be doing in your life. It's about having a career that you actually give a shit about. And 8 of Wands is telling you to like embrace the fact that you have gone through some serious challenges. You've gained some wisdom from that, and you've got some smooth sailing, but you have to have eyes on the prize. You've got to have clarity. You have to be able to navigate where you're going. You need to know the direction that you're going in. So tonight's an incredible night to gain that clarity. Yes. All right. So manifestors. Oh gosh, what number was it? 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands for the 8 of Wands for manifestors, who are 8% of the population. All right. So reflectors, you were 7 of Cups. If you're a reflector, it's time to, reflect on your past experiences. There's a lot of decisions. There's a decision to be made with a lot of potential possibilities, but you've got the wisdom. You just need to reflect on that. Generators, death. The end of a cycle. Transformation. Massive energy, to be honest. Like that's nothing to scoff at. Death, sit with that for a few days. What are you ready to get rid of? What has come to an end, and what is your new cycle? Perfect time, full moon. Projectors, 5 of Cups. Oh, I don't remember what the 5 of Cups looks like. Oh, yes. Truth, taking the veil off, yeah, taking the rose-colored glasses off, which you need to do if you're going to integrate and move forward to build solid foundations. Man-gens, you had the moon sitting in the waiting room. Yep. Oh, sometimes, look, honestly, man-gens, if you're a man-gen, sometimes this is a really good time to get support. Spiritual, coaching, whatever it is. Sometimes when the moon comes up, it is like, you know, like I said, you can't see your hand in front of your face, and sometimes you need the guidance to help you out of that space. Can you sit in it? Can you be comfortable in the discomfort? Manifestors was 8 of Wands. So yes, smooth sailing after a bit of a challenging time. All right. Without further ado, Sarah on Instagram. I hope you're still here, lovely. Thanks for hanging in. This is for you, and then I'm going to do Brooke on Facebook, and then I'm going to do Brooke on Instagram. So Brooke Hamilton, I need to find you on here. Yes, so if you're not coming to the full moon ceremony tonight, you're missing out. We're going to do some dancing. We're going to do some, there she is. Brooke, you're going to be next. First, I'm going to do Sarah on Instagram, and then I'm going to do Brooke Hamilton on Facebook, and then I'm going to do Brooke on Instagram. Yes, 7:45. You need a Zoom link. You need to register to get the Zoom link. So I'll do some tarot readings. We're going to do some meditation. We're going to connect. You'll learn more about human design. Okay, Sarah on Instagram. Message for you for the week ahead. Ooh. 6 of Wands. Well, Sarah, 6 of Wands. This is an awesome card. It's a very, well, can you see it? It's like, yes, I've done the hard work. I've got the prize. And other people are actually recognizing all the hard work that you've put in. People are recognizing you as an expert. People are recognizing you as like, yes, this girl is making shit happen. She is chasing her dreams. And not only is she chasing them, but she's actually doing it with a bit of swagger. She's doing it with a bit of style, and she's fucking doing a really good job. So 6 of Wands comes up when it's like, if you think of it like the athlete that has been training forever to go to the Olympics, and then they go to the Olympics and they win gold. This is the feeling. This is the energy in the 6 of Wands. So this is for you, Sarah. Yes, amazing. Oh, I'm so glad you're still here. So, Sarah, this is a time, the energy in this card for the week ahead for you is a time of like, can you just, first of all, just relax, and maybe it's time to take stock. Here's what happens often. We miss our own beautiful successes. We miss, or no, we don't necessarily miss them, but we don't take time to roll around in the bliss of them. Hold that shit high above your head and be proud of the work that you've done. Know that there is still work to go. You've still got, there is more to do as you move forward. But yes. Oh, yes. Oh, amazing, Sarah. Well, good on you. Oh, fuck. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. This is a good sign, hey? This is a really good sign. This is like, yeah, the hard work is paying off. Oh, yes, of course it's hard work. But you've got this, and people are noticing, hey? This card, me telling you right now that I'm noticing, I see you as part of the energy of this card. It's like, yes. Oh, well, I do. I see you. That's amazing. Oh, Sarah, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. And you know what? It is on the other side of this is like massive triumph. Hey, it's a whole new world. It's like success beyond your wildest dreams. Yes. No, 100%. You are doing an incredible job. Yeah. Amazing. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Sarah. Okay. So Brooke Hamilton on Facey. Let's do this. And then Brooke on Instagram. And then we're going to go to Carrie on Instagram. Okay, so Brooke Hamilton on Facebook. Oops, cards flying. What else have I got? Oh, yes, I'm doing got a sale going for 24 hours. If you want a private 10 cards or a full Celtic Cross tarot reading, 20% off with the code. What code did I make? Scorpio Moon. 20% off. So all you have to do is apply the code Scorpio Moon at checkout. The links are in bio or in the caption on Facebook and YouTube, and you're going to get 20% off. So $40 tarot reading. Amazing. I think that's what it'll be, 20% off. Yep. All right, Brooke, this is for you, my love. Brooke Hamilton on Facebook. Whew. Two of Wands. Okay, beautiful. I wonder what energy type you are, Brooke. Two of Wands is very, I wonder if you're a manifester, possibly a manifesting generator. Two of Wands is very much the energy of embarking on a new journey. You can see Jason in the foreground. So he's about to go off. He kind of doesn't really know what he's about to embark on, though. So this is like kind of exciting because you know that feeling when you are, you're like, okay, I'm diving in. I've dived in, not really sure exactly the path that is going to unfold, but I know that I'm ready for this. I'm ready for a new adventure. I know it's part of my life purpose and I'm just doing it. I'm doing it. And then you can see Chiron in the cave there in the background. Chiron is he's guiding you. He's supporting, well, he's given you wisdom before you embark on your journey. So Chiron's wisdom is of an esoteric nature. He knows things beyond our human minds. He knows things about, he knows spiritual things. He's going to help you on your spiritual journey. He's going to help you tap into your inner spiritual guidance system. So Chiron has sent you on your way and you're about to embark on this incredible adventure, which I don't know what it's going to be for you, Brooke, but it is a really exciting, it's full of new potentials. And don't forget, Wands is very much about your purpose. It's about your life purpose. It's about your passion. It's about bringing your soul's purpose. It's about bringing it to fruition. It's a fiery, passionate, energetic element, and you're about to embark on a new journey. So I'm very fucking excited for you. And I would love to know, come back next week and let me know what's going on for sure. All right. So that was Brooke. And now we're going to do Brooke on Instagram. And then we're going to do Carrie on Instagram. And then there was someone. Bountiful and Beautiful on Instagram. And we could do, yes, and Andrea's after that. Yes, Andrea, you definitely just keep posting. Yes, exactly. Andrea, I've got your name written down. Anne Williams, yes. And I will do you after Sarah on Facebook. So there's about 4 people before you, Anne Williams. So I'm going to do Brooke now. Brooke on Instagram. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, raw food girl. Awesome. Well, I bloody love raw food. Oh, love it. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. If you haven't been here before, my name is Katie. I'm an energetics and mindset coach. 2 of my favorite tools to help women step into their most aligned life is human design and tarot therapy. And on Monday nights, I do a bit of both, human design and tarot readings. So, Brooke, this is for you. Let me see. Oh, yes. Okay. Brooke, Queen of Swords. Okay. Are you brave enough to step into the shoes of the Queen of Swords? She is bold. She is ready to cut through the bullshit. And she is, if you think of her as standing at your front door, turning away any fucker that is like trying to, yes, it is good. It is a, yes. So she is, if you imagine yourself stepping into the shoes of Queen of Swords, she is going to be the one that is like, hey, do you know what? I'm ready to set my boundaries. I'm going to step into it unapologetically. And do you know what's on the other side of that, Brooke, is like the most, so you're a man gen, aren't you? You're a man gen. Getting rid of all that clutter that's in your energetic field. And the reason we give a shit about that is because the more you get rid of all that clutter that's in your energetic field, the more you have space for all the good stuff that you actually want in your life to drop in is going to come. So the Queen of Swords is inviting you to cut through the bullshit, kind of like you do have to be a little bit brave. You do have to be a little bit bold. You do have to be a little bit like, do you know what? No, I'm not taking your shit. So yeah, it is an energy. It's a fierce kind of energy, not in the same way as Queen of Wands. It's more of a like, she uses her throat. Queen of Swords is activating your throat chakra. She is like, for you, especially as a man gen, it's like connecting your sacral to your throat and inviting you to like really check in with your sacral response and use your sacral response, use your words to set your boundaries for sure. Awesome energy, Brooke. I love it. Yes, so that's for you. Okay, so Carrie is next on Instagram. All right. Yes, okay. Loose Harkin. Loose Harkin on Facebook. Okay, so I'm doing Carrie on Instagram, then I'm going to do Bountiful Beauty, I think it is, on Instagram. Then I'm doing Andrea on Facebook, Sarah on Facebook, Anne on Facebook. I think the rest of them are on Facebook after that for now. So, Carrie. Oh, you're so welcome, Brooke. Thanks for coming. So good to see you. Oh, hi, Holly. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. All right. So don't forget, if you miss out on a reading tonight, you may as well join my full moon gathering, because I'll do some readings there as well. And we get to actually chat for realsies, as in it's on Zoom, and we can connect. That's the whole point of my full moon gatherings, is to gather a group of like-minded women and get rid of all the shit that no longer serves us, so that we can step forward for the month ahead and welcome all the good things into our life. So, Carrie on Instagram, this is for you. Oh, yes, Six of Swords. Okay, so Carrie, Six of Swords energy for you is like, okay, Six of Swords is really about you've processed a lot of shit. You've been through a lot of shit. You've intellectualized it. You have kind of come up with a solution. If you haven't, this is inviting you to do so. It's inviting you to kind of reflect and gain a bit of clarity on how you're going to use your critical thinking to then be able to apply it, so that you can move forward confidently, knowing that that rough water at the front of the card is done with. And yes, I've tapped into my inner critical thinking, and I can see clearly. I've got the power of my beliefs. I've got the power of my thought to guide me through the next step. So whatever you're going through at the moment, Carrie, it's really it is Six of Swords. Six of Swords is a really great time for you to just acknowledge the fact that you have the ability to use your critical thinking, to apply that critical thinking to your past experiences, so that you can move forward. You know the next step. If you don't know it yet, sit down, hash it out, use your critical thinking to kind of be very methodical about the way you're going to move forward. And then you can move forward confidently. Trust yourself, trust that you know, and don't look back. You've got this. You have got this. All right, so that's Carrie, and then we're going to do Bountiful Beauty on Instagram, and then Andrea on Facebook. And then I've got Sarah Gleason on Facebook, then Anne Williams on Facebook, then Luz. I think I just mentioned her. Hi Kylie. Welcome. All right, so Bountiful Beauty on Instagram. Yay, awesome. I'm so glad. All right, let's do this. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm so glad that you're here. I wonder if you know what energy type you are. That's always super helpful. If you don't know what your energy type is, you can fill out the form on link in bio on Instagram or on Facebook. There's a link in my caption. All right, so Bountiful and Beautiful. Okay. All right. King of Swords. So Brooke just got Queen of Swords. King of Swords is, okay, so where the queens are inviting you, are you brave enough to step into the energy? The kings are very much a leadership card, right? They are, and the King of Swords in particular, interesting. So, okay, so the swords are to do with your critical thinking and your beliefs and your principles, and also very much connected to your throat chakra. So the King of Swords, he is a leader that's he leads by speaking his truth, not only for himself but for the people around him. He is a advocate for the people around him. He's like, do you know what? This is what I have to say, and you can fucking I need to say it, and I need to be unapologetic about what I need to get out through my throat, right? So bountiful and beautiful for the week ahead. I reckon this is a really good opportunity for you to kind of assess where you have been holding yourself back, potentially where you've been holding yourself back, not speaking your truth, and just really think about what could transpire if you were bold enough, if you were brave enough to say what you need to say. An advocate for yourself, perhaps. Maybe it's really time for you to just fucking say the things you need to say to be like a leader in your own life. Or if you feel like you've got that bed down, then maybe there's someone else in your life that needs the courage and the leadership that you have to offer through your throat. Yeah, incredible. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. All right. So, Andrea on Facebook. Yes, amazing. All right. Where are you, Andrea? Oh, I can't find you, but I'm going to do a reading for you anyway. So, Andrea on Facebook, this is for you. And then Sarah Gleason, you're next. And then Anne Williams. And then Lou Harkin, I think. Lou Harkin. Can't read my own scribble. Kylie, do you want a reading? Let me know. Juanita. Welcome. So, Juanita and then Jocelyn. Juanita and then Jocelyn. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. I really appreciate it. I know that it takes a little while to get through everyone, but you know what? I've got enough time. I've got time. Okay, perfect. So, Kylie, you're about 6 on the list, but I will get to you for sure. Andrea. Yes, Andrea, you're now. Yay. I'm so glad that you waited, Andrea. Thank you so much for your patience. I really do appreciate it. And I know I see you every week, and I'm so grateful for you showing up. Oh, that's so sweet. Did you have any messages and any questions? Let me just see. Can't see anything there. That's all right. Let's just see what the cards have to say for the week ahead, Andrea. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Pentacles are about our manifest life, right? Like what we are bringing forth, what is in our 3D reality. Not only what is in our 3D reality, but what we in particular are like here to bring, what our gift to the collective informs in terms of our our jobs, what we bring to our home, the things that we kind of manifest from our brain and turn into a 3D reality. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what we do, right? We have a thought and then we go through the motions and we bring it into 3D form. So the 8 of Pentacles is all about actually a change of direction. It's like you become the student again. You become it's like you've already mastered one skill and now it's time to perhaps indulge in learning, be the apprentice again, learn, dive into, are you brave enough? Are you brave enough, Andrea, to actually have a bit of a change in direction, have a bit of a like, do you know what? Sometimes it's a little bit tricky to be the student, but this card is like, do you know what was on the other side of the 8 of Pentacles? It's like a very stable, grounded, like someone that has built a very strong legacy for their future, right? And so sometimes we have to adapt and change to be able to do that. So the 8 of Pentacles is inviting you to do that, Andrea. So amazing energy for the weekend. I wonder what's going on for you. I wonder what that change of direction could possibly be. All right, Sarah on Facebook. This is for Sarah Gleason on Facebook. And then I've got Anne Williams, and then I think it's Luce Harkin, and then Juanita, and then Jocelyn, and then Kylie on Instagram. Okay, so Sarah Gleason on Facebook. This is for you. I'm so glad you're here, Sarah. It's so good to see familiar faces. You've got your hands full at the moment, hey, with a little bub. I've got so much respect for all mums, I've got to tell you. I've got 2 fur babies, and sometimes they're handful. All right, Sarah. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so Sarah, Knight of Pentacles. So again, in the Pentacles, the Knight is it's a bit of a like, it's all about movement, right? How are you going to pick up that element and move with it? And so the Pentacles are an earthly element. They are connected to what you bring into your 3D reality. So the Knight of Pentacles is actually how do I say it? It's like how can you kind of, it's a little bit of a ground yourself before the next step. So ground yourself before the next part of movement towards what you're bringing into the manifest form. So I'm pretty sure you're studying or you've just finished studying, and maybe you're kind of wondering, what the fuck do I do next? The night is very much the energy of let's just chill for a minute. Let's just ground ourselves. Let's just really focus on, like, first of all, focus on nurturing yourself. Focus on bringing your own, like looking after yourself before you take the next leap. It's like ground before the leap. That's the energy of the Knight of Pentacles. So, Sarah, I hope that helps you for the week ahead. All right, Anne Williams on Facebook. This is for you. Ah, New Zealand. Yay, more Kiwis. 3 fur babies. Are they Dixie, are they have you got cats or dogs? I'm a crazy cat lady. Yeah, I love my babies. They're so beautiful. All right, so I've got Anne Williams, then Luce Harkin, then Juanita, then Jocelyn, then Kylie. And we'll have to see what time it is then. If you miss out, I'm going, full moon ceremony is straight up next. So if you want to come to the full moon ceremony, we are going to be doing we're going to dance, we're going to do some tarot, we're going to do some human design, we're going to meditate, and we're going to let go of some shit that we don't need anymore. Why is that important? Because how the fuck are you going to make space for all the shit that you actually want if you are holding on to, if your energetic body is clogged with crap that you do not need anymore? All right, Anne, let's do this. Anne Williams on Facebook. This is for you. Whew. I'm a bit jealous. Ace of Pentacles, Anne. Okay, well, oh, shoot. One of my crystals just fallen on the floor. Anyone that knows me knows that there's 2 things in life that I love: cats and crystals. And I surround myself with both of them. And I can't see you. I can't see your comment. Sorry. But Anne Williams, Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles is an uprising of creative energy, but also not only that, you've got there is potential for the actual resources you need to turn your creative vision into manifest form. It's going to be, what it means is that you have to reach out and get it, though. You have to have the ability, the clarity of mind to actually know that the universe is here to provide, right? Like, can you surrender your vision and have trust and faith that there is things moving into alignment outside of your conscious awareness? Things are happening, and you have to be kind of like, first of all, get very clear on what it is that you want. What do you want? What do you want? Because the Ace of Pentacles is like, yeah, I'm here for you. I've got it. I've got what you need to turn that thought into reality. Are you able to reach out, grab it, and run with it? Are you able to fertilize the soil, plant the seed, fertilize the soil, and let it grow? It takes action. It does take action. But the good sign is, Anne, that you actually, it's here for you, right? Like, there is potential if only you will reach out and grab it. Okay, so Luce Harkin on Facebook. All right. Do you guys have a full moon ritual in general? Like, still sipping away on my moon water from last month. Do you have a full moon? So part of the reason I started doing my full moon rituals is because when COVID hit, I got put into isolation at different times, multiple times actually. My day job means that I travel a lot, and yes, I missed out on my full moon ceremonies that I used to go to at my yoga studio. So I started running my own ones, and yes, I love it. I love them so much. And you know what? Sometimes it's just really nice to hand over, let someone else guide you through the process. Hey, sometimes you don't want to think about what you're going to do for the full moon. And to be honest, sometimes if I'm left to my own devices, I would just sit in bed and think, oh, should have done some full moon magic, but I've got you covered. So, Luce Harkins. All right. Oh, I can see your comments, Anne. Did you get the reading? You must have got the reading. I didn't get your, I only got your comments now. Sorry. All right. So, loose Harkins. This is for you. Whew, 8 of Swords. Okay. So, 8 of Swords. Swords are to do with your thoughts, your beliefs, your principles, and the 8 is a bit of a challenging card, Anne. So this is this is for loose Harkin. So the 8 of Swords is really inviting you to. It's a time where you're kind of seized. It's like you can't move forward because you're just like, can't face the reality of the situation that you're in at the moment. You can see Apollo, the sun, standing in the background, and the message there is that you actually do have support, more support than you probably think you do. So, Loose Harkin on Facebook, my message to you is it might be time to ask for help. It might be time to keep your eyes out for the people that are actually there to support you, to help you navigate this time. You need to be very open-minded, start to tap into your critical thinking, be creative about the way you move forward, because otherwise you're just going to be stagnant. You're not going to be able to move forward if you don't face the truth of maybe not so much the truth, but really, the truth. And you have to be a bit more creative with your way of thinking. It's time to change the channel. Get out of that cyclic thinking that has not been helpful for you so that you can move forward. Crikey, we're running out of time, aren't we? All right, Juanita on Facebook. This is for you, then Jocelyn, then Kylie. And I think that's going to be it for the night because I've run out of time. But if you're coming to the full moon ceremony, you will hopefully get a reading on there. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. You need to register for the full moon ceremony. We go live at, we meet in 15 minutes. So, yes, make sure you register. Okay, so this is for Juanita. Goodness, an hour goes so quickly, doesn't it? Oh, 5 of Swords, Juanita. Okay, so Juanita, I need to ask you, do you feel like you've taken on too much recently? Do you feel like you've kind of a little bit burdened by responsibilities possibly? Maybe trying to keep everyone happy all the time, and maybe that's not working for you. 5 of Swords, Juanita. Relationship and new work position. Well, there you go. Okay, so 5 of Swords, in terms of relationships, well, is it about relationships? Yes, it could be, because it is to do with your principles, right? And maybe it's time to just get very clear on what is actually really important to you, what you're willing to put up with, what you're not willing to put up with. But the 5 is very much an energy of a little bit heavy. It's heavy and burdensome because you've taken on too much. The way out the other side, so new work position as well. Well, the way out the other side is really using your critical thinking to get very clear on what is actually important to you. What do you actually give a fuck about, Juanita? Get really clear on it. Get honestly, spend some time just being honest with yourself. And that might be quite challenging. Sometimes it's the hardest thing we can do, right? Is ask ourselves a hard question. What do I want? What do I want? Without all the conditioning, without all the external influence. So, yes, Juanita, that's for you, my love. Jocelyn, for you, and then Kylie on Instagram. Thank you so much for your patience, Kylie. I really appreciate it. Well, thank everyone. Thank you for your patience. I really, truly appreciate it. And I'm so sorry if I missed you tonight. Holly, thank you so much for joining me. It's so good to see you. Hopefully, maybe I'll see you at the full moon ceremony. Okay, good. Jocelyn, you're next. Let's do this. I'm running over time. Goodness. An hour goes so quickly. Maybe I need to talk less. Not possible. Not fucking possible. Well, maybe it is. Maybe I should. Maybe I should learn. No, you guys have got to you got to understand, don't you? All right. Jocelyn. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so Jocelyn is on Facebook. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so the Pentacles are the kind of babies of the tarot, but not in an immature way. The Pages are taking their element and learning how to work with it for the very first time. And because of that, they have this raw sort of eyes wide open, that sort of clarity that often our conditioning stops us from having. Hey, like as adults, all the clutter, all the noise from our day-to-day life gets in the way of us actually being able to move forward with clarity. So the page, again, earthly element that is asking you to like gather your resources, ground yourself, and almost like, how can you fill up your cup? How can you fill up your nurture yourself, ground yourself so that you have the ability to work with these new resources, because there will be new resources for you to work with if only you, again, it's not the same energy as the ace. It's different in terms of like, it's like the fresh spring out of the ground, the first bloom of grass or the first bloom of a bulb coming up. And are you able to see clearly? Are you able to gather your resources and actually nurture those? So nourish yourself so that you have the capability to turn that into something amazing, something in your 3D reality. It's an earth element. This is in terms of what you are going to have in your 3D reality. So it could be money, it could be food, it could be your job, it could be in terms of your job, but you need to kind of ground yourself enough so that you can actually have the ability to work with the resources that are going to become available to you. All right, so Jocelyn, that's for you, and then Kylie on Instagram, and then that's it for me for the night. Thank you so much for joining me, team. I am absolutely, as always, so grateful to have you here. I love doing these readings. I love telling you about human design, and yeah, I'll be back next Monday, 6:30. But if you want to join the full moon ceremony, we start in 10 minutes. We're going to dance. We're going to get rid of some shit that we don't need anymore. And we're going to meditate. We're going to connect. It's going to be a good time. So register. You need to register. It's a private link because I cap the numbers because I want it to be intimate. I want it to be, I want you to get a chance to actually talk. All right. So Kylie, this is for you. Let me just... Whew. Okay. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, Kylie. All right. So the aces are this uprising of new energy, hey? And the cups are like matters of the heart, matters of your intuition and your inner realms. And it's like presenting you with this possibility for new relationships, matters of the heart, right? Now, I feel like I say this on repeat, but for me, like matters of the heart means a lot of the time because my romantic life is very stable. There's no potential new love interests in my life, which can actually be Ace of Cups can be a kind of sign of that. For me, when an Ace of Cups comes up, it's always to do with business, hey? So because that's the matter of my heart, and I am being asked to like dive into my inner realms to like bring forth what my gifts are. So the Ace of Cups is like, hey, there is potentials out here. Like there is new opportunities, new relationships that are kind of waiting in the wings. You may not see them. You may not be consciously aware of them right now, but they are there. And I would suggest like just kind of taking stock of what's been going on around you, like getting very conscious of the energies that have been going on around you, the new relationships that have formed, and how can they help you turn that into something that is like a long-lasting relationship for you that's going to help you as you move forward. Awesome energy, Kylie. All right, team, that's it for me. I went so over time. This is crazy. I'm so sorry to whoever's going live after me. I think Dr. Lisa's sick. So, yes, sending her lots of love. COVID has struck a few people down, hey? Right. So, you're so welcome, Kylie. Team, see you next week. Thank you so much for joining me. I love connecting with you every week. And I'm so sorry if I didn't get to you. Come back next week and hopefully I'll get you then. Take care, everyone. Happy full moon. Bye.